So, our first stop when we arrived in London was a bus tour, which took us all around London from the Buckingham Palace to the London Eye. I'm a theater major, so getting to see some locations like the Shakespeare's Globe and the West End was kind of something that I've always wanted to do. So getting to go on this trip and seeing those places was amazing, and of course I bought something. It's just a fun tip, but the lemonade in Borough Market is amazing. You have to try it if you're there. Now, during my study abroad, you could have a free day, and on my free day, I decided to go to the Harry Potter experience, which is super amazing, and I highly recommend it. There were so many things to do. It took like 3 hours in total, but it could have been so much longer. I will say the hardest thing about getting there is getting there. It takes about an hour and 30 minutes to get there. It's outside of London, so you definitely have to do some research on that if you decide to go. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's never quite a complete trip to London if you don't take a stroll around the gardens. This garden is particular to Regent's Park, which is a really large park that's right by Regent's University. But the flowers were absolutely humongous. There were roses, there were poppies, there were all types of flowers. My group also went to the British Museum, which I think is really fun. I'm that person that loves to go to museums, and it was absolutely gorgeous and free. My particular study abroad was about Doctor Who and fan studies, so we visited a ton of Doctor Who locations, and we went to the Doctor Who store, which is this clip right here. We also went to the town of Aldbourne, which is the location of a Doctor Who episode. Now, on one of my other days in London, I decided to wake up early and go to this beautiful tea shop called Fortnum & Mason's, which I highly recommend. I also went to Covent Garden, and I saw Matilda the musical on the West End, and then later on I met it with my friends at Buckingham Palace, which you see right here.
Hello.
And then we watched the sunset by the London Tower. Wales is comprised of a lot of things, like castles, carousels, forest, and a lot of tea. And more tea. And more tea. And even more tea.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Overall, my trip to London and Cardiff was filled with lots of exciting adventures, new friends, different lingo, crazy accents that I loved, and lots of tea. But I enjoyed that, and I'm glad I got to go. And I'm glad that you got to see my adventure too. Hope you enjoy.